Hey guys, my name's Emily. I'm here at Okeeheelee Nature Center, and we are here and joined by our lovely deer, and I'm actually in the upper deer compound here at the Nature Center. These are our 4 lovely deer that we have in here, and then we do have 3 others in the lower compound. But let's first introduce them. Miss Chloe right here, she's the proud mama of these 2 girls here. This would be Andy, and over on the left there is going to be Darby. And slowly making his way in, once I get the food down, will be Tigger, our buck. So there's Mama and Dad and her 2 does. So we're here in Florida, but they're actually really common here in Florida and throughout the United States. And actually they go as far north as southern Canada and as far south as South America into Bolivia. So they're actually very widespread. They're one of the largest or most prevalent large mammals we have on the continent. And as you might know, our deer or deer in general, are considered herbivores, which means they enjoy plants. And whitetail deer have been documented to consume up to 600 different species of plants. Here in their compound, they feed on multiple species of plants in here. One of their favorites is going to be grapevine. But to supplement, we do provide them some deer chow, which I have here in my bucket, as well as some corn. So I'm going to feed them here, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more about them. They're very, very hungry. They are crepuscular species, which means they're more active during the dusk and dawn hours. So this is their prime time for feeding, or a little bit late. Hey, Darby. Tigger, are you gonna join? So, in terms of being herbivores, that is their main prey, but they are also prey to other predators, especially being young. Those are considered fawns. And so they have multiple predators, including coyotes, bobcats, and even the Florida panthers here in the Everglades. So in order to kind of keep with that balance of predator and prey in the food chain, the prey have to kind of outwit the predator species. So they have multiple defense mechanisms. Number 1 is going to be maybe that it's a little bit more difficult to see them. And so they're camouflaged with their lovely coat here. I know, you don't want to be disturbed while you're eating, I get it. Alright, and she's actually showing off something really interesting. She's more of a northern variety here. So she is going to shed her winter coat, which looks more gray, so that'll blend in more with potential snow. And then she'll shed that out, which she is shedding, and you'll see a more of a reddish brown or tawny color coming in. So she's getting her nice fresh summer coat and showing off those frosty tips, so she's very fashionable. Other senses that they have, including camouflage, is going to be their senses in general. So their hearing, they have the ability to rotate those ears all the way around to get surround sound. And so they can really hear everything really well, very acute hearing, as well as their vision. In comparison to a lot of predators, which have more of a vertical structure of their pupils, they have horizontal structure. So that enables them to have a lot of peripheral vision and being able to see 310 degrees around them, which really gives them a good insight on who's around, including a cute little cottontail rabbit. Which actually cues me into some of their other communication styles. They'll often, if they are afraid or things are kind of scaring them or they're sensitive, they might start stomping as well as snorting to potentially scare away those other mammals. And the last resort will be to flag as well. So with their iconic and their name, which implies they're white-tailed deer, they will raise the underside of their tail and show that nice, beautiful white fur. And they'll keep that flagged up so that they can follow each other as they're running away. But it also might be a potential where that flash of white kind of startles something really quick. Some birds actually have that on their underside of their tail, like the purple and common gallinules. They'll flash their white tail feathers while they're feeding to kind of keep predators away from them. And then the last final resort will be to run. And they are very, very fast runners. They are able to reach speeds of 30 miles an hour. And then in addition, they can leap over 10 feet. And they can do a single bound of 30 feet, so they can have a down. So if we had played football with deer, they would probably do a really quick game. And we have a blue jay visiting us right now, trying to mimic a red-tailed hawk to potentially scare away any other potential prey or things that want to consume that. They are wanting the corn. They very much hoard on the corn that we end up feeding and steal things because they are very smart and intelligent birds. But not to elude. Also, I forgot to mention, their sense of smell is probably the best of all of their senses. In comparison, we have about 5 million cells, olfactory cells in our nose. They have 300 million. So they can really sense and smell a lot of things, and they can communicate that way through their scent glands. And then, of course, over here we have, oh, I'm so sorry, Tigger, who was showing off his antlers there. He is definitely the shyest of all of them. But those antlers will be used during the breeding season to fight other males and to win over his lucky lady. So yeah, multiple senses, multiple ways to communicate with each other. They definitely function as a herd really well. So with that, we're going to wrap that up, and I think that's a good start for our deer for the day. We'll be back, so stay tuned for more on the deer as well as our other animals here at Okeeheelee Nature Center. Stay safe and be healthy, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.